Hey guys, it's Dr. Gonzalez, and today let's talk about socks. So, I want to go over three of my favorite pair of socks and talk a little bit about what's important when taking care of our socks to keep our feet nice and healthy. So, I have been using three different styles of socks: Bombas, Paca, and Darn Tough. I want to go through with some of the benefits, downsides of each of these socks. So what these have in common are that these socks are a little bit more natural. They contain either merino wool or alpaca fibers. Yes, alpaca. And this is a great material because they are natural. They have reduced allergens when using them, so less sensitivities. And then also, they are very breathable. So, first one up, Bombas. So these have become really popular in the past few years. What I like about them as a company, when you buy a pair, they donate a pair, which is really wonderful to support others. This is a really great athletic sock. I find Bombas to be really comfortable. I use these when exercising on a mat without shoes. So if you are cold like myself and doing yoga, this is a great sock. They are really elastic. So besides having merino wool, they do have a blend of cotton and more of like a lycra material, so it has some stretch to it. It also has a support within the arch, which is great. The only downside to this, you can see it says R. There is an L, so you have to match them when doing socks, which can be a bit annoying if your sock pile looks a disaster like mine. Okay, another pair is Darn Tough. So Darn Tough is a great company. They are out of Vermont. They guarantee their socks for life. That's for life. So if you make a hole in the bottom, you send it back, you get a new pair. Amazing. So even though you're spending $16, $18 a pair of socks, you won't have to buy another pair of socks for the rest of your life. This will stay with you. So this is a great sock. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit more coarse than the Bombas. I also find this to be very supportive, a little bit rougher, but really sturdy and still a very comfortable sock. It's made with wool, nylon, and lycra. So again, you still have the natural blend with the elasticity, which is wonderful. I love these socks. So my sons are brutal on their socks. My neighbors can attest. They are outside running around, no shoes, only socks, and they have withstood the test of time. So a really great company and really great sock for your foot. All right, finally, you may not have heard of this, but Paca, Paka. This is a really awesome company as well as a really awesome sock. This is the softest sock I've ever put on. Wash after wash, it comes out feeling fantastic. So I am somebody who has freezing cold fingers and freezing cold toes throughout the winter months. And this is something that is my go-to to keep me cooled in the summer and warm in the winter. So it's made with alpaca. It's hypoallergenic, it's eco-friendly, and it is the softest. It feels like cashmere on your foot, which is wonderful. Um, when you're looking at alpaca fibers, they are hollow. And the reason that's important, just like we talked about in the winter months, hollow fibers will keep your warmth in and it will cool off your foot when you need to. The other thing that all three of these have in common, because they are natural and they are breathable, this will reduce foot odor. And any of my friends who are suffering with foot fungus and having moisture issues with their feet, maybe you get plantar's warts a lot because your feet are really wet. Maybe you notice that there's a smell when you take your socks off at the end of the day. Wearing natural socks can be really, really helpful. And a final tip for you guys: when you are washing your socks, avoid using fabric softener and dryer sheets. So even though they smell so good, what happens when you're using fabric softeners, they are waxy or a petroleum based substance, and it will block the socks from absorbing moisture from your foot. So that means it all just sits on your foot and starts to cause odors and can cause infection issues as well. So just a little tip for you: avoid using fabric softeners and dryer sheets. So if this holiday season you're thinking of, splurging a little bit and investing in some really supportive socks, check these out: Darn Tough, Bombas, and Paca. For more information about socks, for more information about shoes, check out our website, www.dynamicfootankle.com. Be well.